It's time for... Fresh. What a ride, what a ride. Once again, from a secret, undisclosed location, hidden somewhere deep in the deep, deep bowels of downtown historic St. John's, Newfoundland, comes In the Library of Graphic Literature with your host, me, Wallace Ryan. Just fresh out of the shower there. See, you can even see a bit of skin there, just to prove it. I do have pants on though, but my hair is still a bit damp, so I figured I'd wrap it in the old towel, make sure I don't drip on the comics. Rule number 1, don't do a show straight out of the shower. Actually, this is my second pre-shower. No, I think the first time I was just faking it. This time it is real. I just did get out of the shower. So I'm squeaky clean and ready to bring you some comics. So, what shall we start out with? Oh, well, we'll start out with the big thing this week. And this comes via crowdfunding. It is from Stratus, High Society, the Regency Edition. Dun 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 dun. The classic Cerebus the Aardvark tale from I can't remember the issues now, but it's sort of like chapter 2 of the series, and it's actually probably one of my favorite parts too. So when I heard it was coming out in a very limited edition of 195 copies, of which I got number 72. Oh, thank God! And thank you, Dennis. I managed to get, like I said, I have it in the telephone book, but I really, when I seen this, I so wanted it. So you folks at Stratus, at least do the next 3 and maybe even go back and do the first one. I'd buy it, and I know with more than 100 some people would buy it. Anyway, it's beautiful. It's one of the great runs of Cerebus, to be sure. Starts with his arrival at the Regency, and he's greeted warmly and all that, and he's suspicious, and as it turns out in the end, he runs for Prime Minister. So it's a great tale of political intrigue, some wizards, bit of power, just about everything of it. So check it out. Love that drawing there. It's a classic, and it's a wraparound too. So yeah, beautifully done. So yeah, unfortunately you can't go out and buy this because they're all sold out. All so many copies of them. Now it came with some goodies too. Goody. Came with this print, this book, the Cerebus High Society notebook, and then a little package filled with a couple of stickers, some Regency Hotel stationery, even a Regency Hotel pen, which is just so cool. Yeah, so this, I will treasure this forever. And as a matter of fact, I am reading it because it's been a while since I read it. So I figured, I might as well, if I'm gonna spend that much money on it, I might as well read it and enjoy it. So anyway, that's High Society series. That's a multi-kiss one. So now, it's actually a foggy day out here today. You may notice, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to even turn on one more light here, just to up the light quotient here. Boom, how does that look? Okay. Now, so we have a double tap here. Now this is a couple of weeks of comics too, of books put together. This wasn't just one big shoporama. So it's over. And this is Marvel Masterworks, Volume 13. The Uncanny X-Men. And it also has Long Shot 1-6 by Ann Nocenti and Arthur Adams, and the series of which I actually enjoyed, so I'm kind of glad to see it collected. Although now that I think about it, I got it in the Marvel Premier line. Anyway, so we have John Romita Jr., Arthur Adams, Rick Leonardi, not bad, June Brigman, great, and a classic by Barry Windsor Smith, of course. Oh yeah, and this one is a personal favorite of mine. This particular Barry Windsor Smith one. It's issue 205, and it is stupendous, like all of Barry's work. The John Romita Jr. stuff in it, he got better. He had to practice, but this to me, especially where he confronts the girl from the power pack in the snow there. Look at that. Talk about dramatic. So yeah, it's just an incredibly drawn, as usual, Barry Windsor Smith story. I mean, look at that. Damn. I mean, damn. There's one heck of an artist. So yeah, so even for the Barry Windsor Smith alone, it's worth it. Okay. Now, oh my God. Must be Dennis late calling on the phone. Yeah, this show's already started, man. Yeah, I know. We're going to do Marvel covers. What, the modern age ones? Okay, well, I'll tell them that. Thank you very much. Okay, bye. Yeah, we're on the next Thursday Comics. We're going to do the top 10 Marvel modern age covers. So check it out. Check out this week's. It was just a ramble talk about nutting. We had a lot of fun at it, though. We ended up talking for quite a while, actually. No, we did talk about new stuff in that. So yeah, so it's not altogether a waste of an episode. Sometimes you just don't get much news in the comic book world, especially lately, right? Anyway, let's toss all this away, and here we have boom, Daredevil Volume 15. Dun 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 dun. The start of the Miller run, I do believe. Yep. And Miller, I think this was his second pseudonymous one. But anyway, yeah. So any of you, and I know I got it in the omnibus thing, but I just can't help myself. I gotta have them Masterworks. So I do double dip in some of the Masterworks. And why not with Frank? Libraries sometimes do have 2 copies of a book, which this library does. But yeah, I can remember reading this when I grown up, and then when I moved to New York, I was just like, oh my God, all these water towers that I seen in Daredevil, they're actually there. So yeah, great book, well worth it. I don't need to go on about that. We all know how great those stories are. So that was pretty easy. Oh my God, I still have a few books left. Okay. Let's see now. We have, oh my God, yet another helping spoonful of comics from Mike Mignola and the gang, with Hellboy and the BPRD, 1952 to 1954. I'm slowly catching up to him. I'm trying to read my way through the entire Mignolaverse, so I'm catching up to this. This one I haven't read yet. Let's see, art by all kinds of people, including Richard Corben and Michael Walsh, our pal. So yeah, anything by Mignola automatically gets on the show, right? It's a must-have, right? But yeah, I'm gonna put this into my reading stack that I have right over there, and this will be read like that, just like that. Now let's have a closer look of it, because I know you want it. But yeah, I can't wait to get into this, especially the Richard Corben. But yeah, Hellboy and the BPRD. Dun 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 dun. 52. What's this one? Yeah. So, man, we're really going through them here today, and we do have a lot. Oh, hang on a second. Just to get this hair up out of my head. And yes, I cut off my dreadlocks. Or to be more accurate, Luna cut off my dreadlocks. Anyway, okay, on we go. We got two here. Ooh, two entries from Dark Horse, and then we'll end off with a Marvel. No. Come on. Now this, funny enough, this is volume 3. The book at the current time I'm reading volume 2 of, funny enough, of The World of Black Hammer. This you gotta get. This is Colonel Weird, Cosmogog, and Barbalian, Red Planet. Two great series. Jeff Lemire, of course, Tate Brombo, Tyler Crook, Gabriel Hernandez Walter, Jody Belair, Edith Bidekar. But yeah, I love that sound of a newly opening book. Listen to that. Dig that, will you? Anyway, I love, of course, like I say, and I know I've said it before, everything to do with Black Hammer. This is one of the great new series of the 21st century. You gotta pick it up. It's just, it started off fantastic with the first Black Hammer series, and then they have all these spin-offs, continuation of the universe. So it's absolutely wonderful. This is one of the books when people ask me for something different, something still within the superhero realm, but something really good. This is what I suggest to them. And why? Because it's bloody excellent. And let that be everything you need to know about it. So go out. Don't ask, as Jack Kirby once said. Don't ask, just run out and buy it. Okay. We're zipping through them here now. Zip, 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 zip. Well, making good time, actually. Whew. Okay. Now, this baby. This. It's hard to decide which. I mean, I think the High Society is a high point in what I got this week. But right up there with it, and you know where I'm going with this, for those who have the book, right up there with it. Oh, hang on a second. Darn. Get back. Right up there with it, from Brian Talbot, The Collected Adventures of Detective Inspector LeBrock of Scotland Yard, as chronicled by Brian Talbot. In other words, Granville Integral. Dun 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 dun. Now I do have all these books separately: Granville More, Granville Bet Noir, Granville Noel and Granville Force Majeure. But I loved it so much that when I seen it was coming out all in one big Granville celebration, I had to have it. This, once again, this is one of my favorite comics of the 21st century. This you gotta get. It is really, really good. For you steampunk fans, for you anthropomorphic fans, that type of thing, you gotta get it. It's Granville. Oh, it's just. Plus, and if you're into detective or Scotland Yard or Sherlock Holmes, that sort of era, H.G. Wells, any number of things would lead you to love that and the art, of course. I love Brian Talbot's art. So let's have a close-in look here at Rock. There he is. So yeah, it's an amazing comic. A great sort of alternate historical piece. Because obviously things worked out different in this reality. And even within the historic setting has been slightly altered. But yeah, it is pretty cool. This one, once again, it's been hard so far this week to choose between Granville, Black Hammer, and High Society, and not to say well, the Hellboy too. Hell, I'll throw that in. Okay. Geez, yeah, still overcast. I'm expecting some rain here today. Did rain yesterday. Okay. What do we have here? We have here, last but definitely not least, Volume 2 of Power Pack Classic. Da-na-na-na-na-na. So this cover is Power Pack 37 to 62 and some various other ones. I won't be surprised. Oh yeah, Power Pack and then some later Power Packs. Okay. Well, anyway, this was a great series. Like I say, worth picking up. The writers, geez, a pile of writers in this one, from Louise Simonson to Jonathan Hickman, Dan Slott, even Terry Austin. Pencilers from June Brigman, the original. Gray Moore, Mike Manley, Tom Morgan, Colleen Doran. Geez, a good mixture anyway. So yeah, it was. I always liked this series. It was just something cool to it. You know, here's one. I mean, we had the X-Men. I mean, they were kind of late teenagers or young adults and all that. But I don't know. Power Pack seems to be like the first real. I mean, we had Teen Titans and stuff like that. This one was the first real kids group for superheroes. But yeah, it was, when it first came out, I was reading it. I only went up so high with it now. Some of these I haven't read, but just because I got the rest, I am going to get this. If you're going to get the best, get the rest. So yeah, nice, and also too, you get to see other people's take on it, right? And then back into more recent times. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Power Pack, yahoo! Okay. Well, that's about it for today, I guess. Once again, thank you for joining in this cavalcade of crazy comics and post-shower Wallaces and just what is the world coming to. Anyway, now I'm right up to date in terms of, because we're basically running about almost an episode behind. That's why I packed in a whole lot into today's episode. So run out and grab some of these. Like I say, you can't get the High Society anymore, but all the rest of these, especially the Granville and Black Hammer. I mean, we got more than enough people buying Oh, and of course the dark horse, the Hellboy. The big boys, they'll always survive with it, but we should also support the smaller publishers too. I'm big on that because you get some quality stuff from people like that. So that being said, I love y'all out there. Thanks for tuning in. Check out Thursday Comics again. We'll check out last week's. This week's is going to be another one of the top 10 covers, and this one of more modern ones. So check it out. Thursday. It's of course a holiday here in Newfoundland on Thursday. So as it turns out, so we actually will get it up Thursday. We've been struggling a bit lately, but we will. Anyway, that's it for today. Love you all. Keep on reading, and thanks for having me over. And on that note, call it. Yeah, come on. Oh, there he is. Woohoo! Look at the size. This is the third biggest boom tube I've ever seen in my life. Love you, folks. Bye.